Ain't it foggy outside? All the planes have been grounded. Ain't the fire inside? Let's all go stand around it. Funny, I've been there, and you've been here. We ain't had no time to drink that beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Sandman podcast. I am your host, Brian W. Tosh, joined as always by our resident hack checker, Oliver Fullington.
Yep.
Our producer and co-host, El Hilo del Hack, Tyler Fullington. And the man whose story's got stories, the hardcore icon. He's got 99 problems, but bananas ain't one. The Sandman Hack. How the hell is it going today?
I'm doing way better than Philadelphia sports is, gentlemen.
Oh, yeah. Well, since we've last joined you guys, both of our teams got swept. And
like I called the double room.
You did bust out the trumpets last week. We all kind of saw it, I think. But
yeah, but still, the Flyers played great.
They did. They played their heart out. Great. They played their heart out. And obviously the Hurricanes are, they're going to be a really tough out here in the playoffs.
Dude, the Flyers put out a walking wounded list today, and they had like 9 guys that had like a fractured foot, a fractured wrist, a broken rib, like 2 guys with broken ribs. They were all playing with it. Hockey players are just insane.
Yeah, they really are. And then, man, the Sixers.
Those guys.
They went out like a
How
limp
the fuck
dick.
are you skating with a fractured fibula?
Dude, hockey guys take a stick to the face, go in and get stitched up, get like 15 stitches in their face, and be out there and maybe miss like 2 shifts.
Yeah, there's no load management in hockey.
Those dudes are crazy.
Yeah, they really are. It's been a pretty fun NHL playoffs too, besides the Flyers. But
Dude, the game last night, the comeback.
Yeah.
Well, dude, the Wild are kind of like us going against the Avalanche. Like, they kind of kept, like, I like the Wild team the first time, like, I saw them. They're competitive and pretty young and stuff like that,
Is the Avalanche going to play the Hurricanes before the finals?
No, they would only meet in the finals.
Okay. Yeah, they can only meet in the finals.
So, and I assume Vegas is going to make it?
It's Vegas versus Ducks tonight. Vegas is up 3-2.
So they're at home then?
No, they're up 3-2.
It's
Anaheim's
in Anaheim.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, and they're up. They're down 3-2, and then the other game is the Sabres and Canadiens. That series is tied at 2, and that's been a pretty fun series too.
Yeah, it has. Buffalo, those crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, those crazy motherfuckers. And
Detroit fucking last night against Cleveland.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, that was so weird.
I hate Harden still. I don't care. I hate that dude.
The Pistons were up like 7 with like 4 minutes left. I was like, oh, they're going to win this game, and then it just flipped like a switch, and then in overtime, I wanted to go to bed, but then the game got good, and I was
Detroit doesn't have a secondary scorer besides Cunningham. I mean, that Jenkins dude, the young kid with like the dreadlocks, has been playing like really, really well. Tobias Harris has been probably their second best player, and if he's your second best player, I can't imagine you going that far.
That's what Kent Perkins was saying on fucking McAfee.
And Duran, the big guy, like he is awesome, but he has not been a factor at all.
No, he's been kind of quiet.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see whoever goes up against the Knicks, and then in the
LeBron done.
And you got
done.
We got LeBron's done for the year.
Oh,
so we got to mention that.
The Lakers lost. Yeah. I was going to say, do you think he's retiring? I don't know.
Now in the Spurs, Wemby came back and killed it. They're up 3-2 going back to Minnesota.
Is that game tonight?
No, tomorrow. Both games are tomorrow, which sucks.
And obviously,
Perkins said today, he goes by the year like 2050, he said you're going to be talking about Mike, LeBron, and Wemby.
I don't disagree with
I wouldn't imagine. Wemby's only
the dude
what,
does
22?
everything.
Yeah, I mean,
I just don't know if it's that those big guys aren't supposed to last a lot.
I was going to say, as long as he can stay relatively healthy. But he's not. He's also not carrying that much weight.
That's what I was going to say too. He's carrying 100 less pounds than Joe's carrying, probably.
Oh yeah.
Than your typical 7'5".
He's averaging 4.5 blocks a game in the playoffs.
I know, that's
insane. It's insane.
Yeah, and he has back-to-back. You should be able to bet that on FanDuel, like back-to-back swats on one play.
Dude, he was
You know,
standing,
he does it.
He does.
it all the time.
dude,
Yeah.
he was standing at like the free throw line and blocked a dude shooting a three. It's like, how do you even like?
And then could go on the other end and shoot shoot a three from the logo and make it.
No, he's literally like when you create a player in a video game and you
Yeah.
just jack up all his stats and you make him as tall as possible.
But way more athletic.
Because
Oh,
whenever you used to put a guy that tall, they would never be like
I
that
know, see,
athletic.
but to me, I would make my guy that tall because I didn't think he would be good enough.
Yeah, because they were never that athletic. But like now,
yeah, he'd be 7'2", I'd be fine with that.
He's
you'd always make
incredible.
him like 6'6", so they could like be like
It's so
pretty
fun
athletic.
to watch.
He really is fun to watch, and I'm so excited if it is going to be
He
Spurs.
is. He looks weird out there.
Yeah.
He
Well,
just looks
he's an
weird. It's not
alien.
me and the mushrooms. It's fucking, you know me and my mushrooms lately. My last couple months. But yeah, dude, he looks freakish. He looks freakish out there.
I think it is going to be them and the Thunder. I mean, I'm not trying to count the T-Wolves out. Just Ant
And
doesn't seem like
they
himself.
beat the Thunder all 4 times this year.
Yeah,
In the
I mean,
regular
that's going to be
season.
a great series if it is Spurs and Thunder. That's going to be like the real final.
That's going to be
pretty
like
much.
an all-time playoff series.
Yeah, I can't wait for
And
that.
they still, what's it? Ant-Man still got to say in this, right?
He does. They're down 3-2, but he hasn't been himself. I think he's still a little hurt.
Well, yeah, he just came back from zero.
I don't know,
I'm
didn't he
surprised
just
he
have,
played
like,
so
30 the
well
other
coming
night?
He
back.
did, but I just see moments of his where I'm like, I just don't know if he's at 100%.
He doesn't have much help there either.
No.
Like I was saying with
No,
Cade,
Randall's been horrible for them.
That's what Perkins was saying
Yeah,
today,
if
too.
Randall's not
Randall's
on,
done
it's like-
nothing.
Yeah.
He's
So,
done nothing. Gobert's a loser. And the
Let's
rest of
talk
it.
about our loser Sixers here. That going
Do we
out.
have to?
Yeah, we have to because they
Roll it up.
got rid of Morey, and I mean I don't really blame Morey that much. I mean he drafted really well. Like he drafted Maxey, he drafted VJ, he traded McCain, but he drafted McCain. He had some other good like later round picks as well. But what they did with the Embiid extensions, just hanging over this franchise now for the next couple of years, where I don't think we're going to be able to move them.
I don't know. There was no reason to give him that that contract. What was it? A 2-year deal for like $80 million or
It was
something?
an- it was an
3 year,
extension.
190 million.
Yeah. He's
Oh my God! It was worse than I thought.
And the start of it starts this
Three-
upcoming season.
$63 million a year.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
that's
the last year of the deal was like 67, I think.
that's what the Supermax guys get if you're with your original team and everything. So it's like, look, Embiid.
Oh, wow. Well, I don't know. Well, because I'm sure when they did that, when they picked up Paul, then how many
That's
years
exactly
has Paul
when
been
they
here?
did it. They tried to match it.
Yeah. I don't.
So basically, they gave Embiid a 2-year extension when they signed Paul George, which was matching Paul George's 4-year contract. But the third year of the Embiid contract is a player option, so he's going to accept that.
Of course he
So
is.
it's basically a 3-year deal. So he's here 1 year longer, supposed to be 1 year longer than Paul George.
Well, and also that I'm thinking that upstairs is thinking, all right, well, now we got we got Paul. We know Maxey's fucking working his way up to being a great player, which he's proven. You know what I mean? Paul and Embiid injuries. You know, Paul should be a 25-point-a-night guy. I mean, he really should.
No, and look, they just didn't have the depth to compete with the Knicks, and
No, we don't have
they didn't have the depth at all. They just got ran out of those games.
Oh,
We
Their
would
bench
have if
killed
we
us.
had fucking Jared McCain.
Oh, their bench outscored us like freaking 9,000 to like 8 or something ridiculous.
There was 2 games in that series where we didn't get like our first bench points till the fourth quarter.
Right, you're not going to win basketball games.
Oh yeah, that's
You're really
And your
not.
guys
I
are
saying
and your starters are playing like 45 minutes a night. It's like, dude, you just can't. Like they were playing that all throughout the late of the regular season, and then they had to really go balls to the wall to come back down 3-1 against Boston. So, dude, they were exhausted.
I know, and it's like as good as much fun as beating the Celtics finally was. It's like that could very well be the highlight of the Embiid era here. Winning a first-round series against the Celtics. You know what I mean? It's like
You know what the salary cap is?
It's like
no.
200,
To what?
like I would say around 200.
All right, so this is what I'm thinking now. That if that's what everybody's getting, you're saying like let's use 60 million for an example. Then to me, it doesn't seem so hard to move Embiid if we wanted to get him out of town.
I think it
because
is,
that's
though.
the going number now. Has the number gone up has the cap gone up in the last like 2 years since he signed?
So it goes up, but the NBA cap is way different than the other three leagues.
Yeah, I know
There's a
it's-
first apron, a second apron, and basically, in order to trade Embiid, like you're gonna have to match contract. Like we can trade Embiid to a team that has cap money. Like let's say Embiid's making $57 million, and we trade him for a guy that makes $40 million. You don't just automatically get $17 million in cap space. Like it doesn't work like that. Like so.
You're right.
They're
I know
like-
you explained this to me.
Yeah, they're like max slots that you have to match. So there's guys out there and there's teams out there
That pretty much said you can't. That makes it almost impossible. Well, they moved fucking. How did the Lakers? What did the Lakers do to get what's his name last year?
Luka.
Yeah,
They traded,
They traded Anthony Davis.
Who's
So that's what I'm
okay.
saying. So this trade is going to have to be a max
There's
player.
another. So there's got to be a third like fucking wheel.
It's going to have to be a max player for a max player.
Yeah.
So in the end, you're basically going to get somebody else's
garbage?
bad max player
All right,
contract.
off the top of anybody's head, is there any Ollie? Is there
Sabonis.
anybody that you think that might be like disgruntled that would come to
Sabonis.
here just fucking to get out of here, and they would like to have fucking Embiid?
I could see Sabonis from Sacramento, even though they have a young center in Reynaldo who they're trying to get to play, but he's probably not ready yet. But I could see Sacramento bringing in Embiid because they want to sell tickets. They're not doing anything else in Sacramento, so I could see them wanting to sell tickets. They also have Zach LaVine, who I wouldn't want, but he's only got 1 year left on the deal, so I would eat that contract just to get out of the
to
money
make the
quick.
shit work.
Jimmy Butler has 1 year left in Golden State. He tore his ACL last year. He's probably going to miss at least half of the season, but he only has 1 year left. Does Golden State want to give Steph Joel Embiid at the end? I mean, who knows?
There's no good options.
No, there's only bad options. You're just trying to get the best bad
The
option.
only
My option is sit freaking him until the end of March.
It doesn't
Well,
matter. I
that-
can sit him 80 games, and he's still something's gonna happen in the beginning of the playoffs. It's,
the only, I think, and I hate to say this because I think Embiid's a warrior, but the best possible scenario that I can think of is if he were to retire because of his injuries. And
That's literally best case scenario.
And you get the injury exemption, which takes a full year for the NBA to say, this guy's not able to play basketball anymore because of his injuries. We're able to take that money off your cap.
Yeah.
So, and I don't see Embiid wanting to retire. Like, he does not have quit in him.
No.
If he did, he would have quit a long time ago, probably.
It would have been this
he's-
year if it didn't happen.
You know what I
probably.
mean?
Okay.
And I don't see that.
Nah, he waited there. He wants that other 69 million next year.
Well, I think the player still gets it even though he retires. It just comes off the cap. I believe so.
Yeah,
I-
Why? That's all guaranteed.
The
Even
last-
if you retire.
the last time I think
So
this-
you can sign a 5-year deal and retire the next day.
Well, I think you would have to have an injury exemption
Yeah,
for
it's
it.
an injury
All right,
exemption.
so you slipped off the curb.
Yeah,
Well,
I
you're
think-
You'd
back.
have- yes, you'd
I
have
think
to prove it.
the last time I can remember it being used was for Chris
You know what I'm
Bosh.
saying, though?
Chris Bosh had the blood clots, if you remember, and he had to
I'm
retire.
trying to remember that.
So I think that was the last time I can remember it being used in the NBA. But I mean, it's just like that. There's no good paths for this, and I don't think whatever GM they bring in here is going to be able to make it right. Like I think we're just going to have to see this through over the next couple of years.
One I was listening to the radio, and one NBA guy said today that the Brooklyn Nets are an interesting option for them. Like he said, like Nick Claxton and Terrence Mann, possibly for Embiid, because Brooklyn doesn't own their first round pick next year, so they're not going to tank. They're going to want to win, and if you're in Brooklyn looking to sell tickets, you're going head to head against the Knicks. Bring in Embiid, see what happens, and
yeah, that's time. And who knows who do the Knicks play now?
Well, we don't know yet.
it's Cleveland or Detroit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But
So, we'll see.
that's that. So those are the types of things like you're gonna, and the fact that they're changing the whole lottery system changes the
Oh, they
whole-
are. What are they doing?
And-
Yeah,
It's not pick up. It's not get the frozen envelope to fucking for Patrick
No,
Ewing.
It's going to be everybody's like equal, pretty much.
Everybody has like almost the same amount of chance.
Oh, there's
at
no weighted freaking.
They're trying to stop the tanking thing. So if you can't tank to get higher odds, teams aren't going to be more willing to take on contracts to lose So more teams might be unwilling to.
Yeah, but that's not going to be good for. There's people that don't want to freaking spend money to get better.
No shit.
You know what I'm saying? That I think that's going to be a contraction.
It's their own fault for willingly tanking, holding people out. It's their own fault.
I think there'll be a contraction in the league then, fucking in the next 5 years.
No, they're talking about expanding.
Yeah, they're expanding.
I mean, somewhere where there's a team, maybe they'll have to move or something. But that's going to change the fucking fabric of the league.
Well, it's their own fault.
Well, I mean, if you're not competitive and you're not trying to win, I mean, it's kind of like, well...
Yeah, but there's so many markets. There's 10 markets right off the top of the door that don't have the money to win.
Well, I think we're actually seeing right now, Hack, what you're seeing right now in the West is the two best teams in the league, the two teams that everybody would trade their whole team to have those teams, are not big, great markets. They're two of the smaller
San
markets.
Antonio and
OKC are two of the smallest markets in the league, and they're not destination cities. And now what we're seeing is, if you look back at the last 15, 20 years of the NBA, you don't win through free agency. You win through either trades or drafting good.
Yep.
And it's not free agency that does it. So having cap space is not the biggest factor.
No, because they made keeping your own stars more important.
Right. And now what you're seeing with OKC and San Antonio is that actually, like, it used to be, if you get 2 really good guys, you could win, or 3 really good guys, you win. No, now you have to have 8 guys that can really, really play at a high level.
Yeah.
Dude, and OKC's done it twice as an organization.
Right.
Because they drafted Westbrook, Harden, and Durant and almost won a championship.
And then they had 15 years of shit.
Yeah, and then you had fucking just Russell Westbrook and barely limping into the playoffs, and now you're fucking back to...
Was Durant the first one to leave that trio?
Yeah.
No, Harden.
Harden was the one they traded first.
Okay, all right.
And
To pay Ibaka.
I'm trying to remember. That was, dude. It seems like that was like 100 years ago. But what was that? 10?
It was in.
Who made that trade? Mr. Daryl Morey.
Yeah,
it was like 08-ish, maybe.
Oh wow.
No,
Yeah.
18 years?
I think it was a little bit later than that.
When they traded for Harden?
Yeah, when Harden
It was
went
like
to
2013.
when he went to the Rockets, yeah.
Oh, when the Harden trade, but like when they drafted him, it was probably like...
Oh, yeah, like 09.
Yeah, he was
it was like
Arizona
09.
State, I think he was.
Yeah.
But,
Or
so
2010.
we'll see what happens here at the NBA playoffs. Fuck you, Johnny from San Antonio.
Fuck off, Johnny.
Hey, we like your team.
Hey,
Yeah.
whoa,
No, I'm only kidding. He gives it to us. I want to give it back to him.
That's that dude?
Yeah, Johnny.
Maybe
we'll see you on Thanksgiving, Johnny. We'll see.
This week on the show, we watched WWE Backlash 2026 from Tampa, Florida. This was their first pay-per-view offering after WrestleMania. So they had a really good crowd there. They had about 15,000 people in the house. So they were moving tickets there as for a regular stadium show. But show started off with Braun Breaker and Paul Heyman taking on Seth Rollins. And this one, I mean, Hack, you said it before the show. You thought that this was the best match on the show.
This match was great.
You thought it was great level.
Considering, and you could just see Seth walking the kid through the whole thing.
Seth had,
the reason I think it was so great was because it was way better than I thought it was possible for Braun Breaker to come through with a match like that.
I mean, I think as far as
goes to show you how good freaking Rollins is.
Yeah.
I think as far as Braun's singles performances, he had a really long singles match with Punk. This, I think, was definitely the best I've seen him in as far as a singles match. How long did this go, Ollie? What about
this
like 20?
was 21 and a half.
So was this the longest thing on the show?
Probably.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. I mean, they had a ton of time out there, and it was paced really well. And Rollins, you could tell, had a mission. His mission was to get Braun over, right? Like that was, and that the whole match
put him over.
It's kind of the theme of the show if you look carefully.
Of putting over different talent.
People putting over other people.
Yeah, it pretty much was the theme of the show, Ty. And this match especially, where it was just laid out in a way, Braun got all the shine pretty much in this match. Did you guys see the stuff on Twitter about? I didn't notice this when I was watching it. I mean, obviously there was a couple of hiccups with the spot where Rollins is
supposed to land on his feet,
and then didn't, and then they went and redid the spot again, And then
I would. Yeah, that's no problem.
you don't care about a guy redoing a spot after he just blew the other one?
I've done it.
Okay. Well, I mean, yeah. But the other thing was that he went for the other. Somebody on Twitter was comparing it to Will Ospreay spots. Mm-hmm. Did you see
He
that?
said it when he said live. Yeah.
Yeah, and
He
the other,
said he tried to do the Osprey.
Yeah,
He botched it.
the other one too, where he like floats around his body.
Yeah,
and,
he's
like,
just not young enough.
He's just not young. I mean, he's in his early 40s. You know what I mean? He's going for it. Now,
He's so pissed he fucking fucked that up.
he really is. Whatever. I'm dinging him a couple.
But
points
good by
for that.
Braun to just lay him down and at least hit him with a fucking moonsault or
Right.
something. You know what I mean? Just go right into something else.
Yeah, they had a double down on the floor. They went back in the ring. They were going for like teasing to stomp a bunch, and you know what I really liked was the dive off the apron clothesline by Braun by the table. I thought that was really good. And then
I just don't understand it.
what, the clothesline?
Yeah, it's like, is it supposed to be cooler because you're jumping over the table?
I mean, it's just a little physical. Like I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It does absolutely
He goes
nothing
over here,
for me.
Mark.
Like, I don't know. It just,
Yeah,
it just seems
nothing. When it
completely
comes-
unnecessary.
It's impressive. Like,
Yeah, it's impressive, but
dude.
like, it doesn't make it hurt anymore.
No, it's just a physical
You
feat.
can't get any more impressive than that standing falking backflip that he does. That's as impressive as you get, dude. People, your normal people don't get that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How many know? I never even considered being able to try and do something like that. You know what I mean? That's
Are you
impressive.
sure? You probably could tell me you could do it right now.
That's
Knowing
impressive
you.
to me. That standing
Oh,
back
yeah,
flip,
it's
that's-
super impressive.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, and then the jump off
he's
of
a
the
great-
apron. The jump off of the apron onto the table.
That's what I just.
That's what we were just talking about.
That's the one, yeah.
That was a really athletic spot.
It was just length.
Yeah.
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 It just doesn't do anything for me.
They-
It's super impressive athletic.
Well, but then the tables are a little bit stiffer than the other ones were. They're not so breakaway.
No, the tables now are like super stiff. The ones
Yeah.
that they have. I mean, could you imagine taking a bump on one of those? Like, jeez.
No, like the
No,
frog
it would be hard on
splash like
Sabu.
Logan does off of it. You're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, man.
Yeah, you need the table to break.
Back in the ring, Seth did a pedigree and a curb stomp, and then Heyman took the ref out, and then Logan Paul and Austin Theory were on the floor there, and Seth chased them away, but then he got speared by Braun. That was a 2 count, and then he had another one that he countered with the pedigree, the one that he busted out for Mania last year. It's a really nice counter that he does. Seth went up top again, but then Braun speared him on the way down, and then he speared him again for the 3 count. I thought it was really, really good. But, I would put this probably, I think, 3rd best match on the show. I'll go... You're laughing about that.
Wow!
Yeah, I'll give it 3.5 stars for this. Ollie?
Oh my God, there was so much good shit in this match. Yeah, him the spear going to the pedigree.
I liked all that. Yeah, just mention that.
I'm at like 3 3/4.
Yeah.
Like for like
I'm
right
like right
around
around
there.
that range.
Yeah, I thought it was. I mean, it's definitely probably the best Braun Breaker match that I've seen, and I liked his facials and like him like selling like after Seth kicking out. Like that was the best I've seen. Like him do. You know what I'm saying? Like really taking it slow and being like, "Fuck,
Talking
man,"
shit
you know
while
what I
he
mean?
had him in a hole.
Yeah, and it's like his face and Paul's face together. You know what I'm saying? Were great. Yeah, I mean 3 3/4. I thought they did a good job.
Yeah, I want to see more personality from him. You know what I mean? More of that like intensity and stuff. Hack, you love this match. What do you give?
11.
You go to your 11 rating for
Yeah,
it.
it's an 11.
What? Because the carry job.
The match was great.
You just loved it.
Yep.
Okay. Any?
Crowd was there, dude. The
Crowd
false
was
finishes were great. Just everything about the match was great. Dude, Rollins is a freaking master. I got so much more respect for that dude after. I know he's been around forever, but a lot of his forever I wasn't watching. I
Right,
started
yeah.
watching again when we started doing this podcast, so I didn't see like him do any of that shit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah, I
But-
thought
but he just walked that kid through the best match of that kid's life probably ever.
And that's why you're ragging at that because I know for Braun and you haven't been the big Braun believer so far. Now after this performance, are you starting to see the main event
Yeah,
possibilities?
shut up
for
and
him?
listen.
But But
It showed me, but there's not a lot of guys that can do that.
do you see the money in him now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I saw the money in him.
But you just didn't know if he could deliver the performances?
Right? Yes.
Okay. Well, here he did.
Wow.
I mean,
wow.
And do you think it's in their best interest to continue the rocket ship for him? Like,
What else they got?
Yeah, man.
Stick it up his ass.
So yeah, I guess it's kind of like what they're doing. I guess a bit of like let's shoot.
I think
Let's
it's
shoot-
super dependent on his opponent.
Right.
Super dependent on
That's
his
why
opponent.
I'm saying so much about why I like the match. And there's not a lot of people that can get that out of that kid.
Like
Not now.
Like
God, he's still so like.
I guess he can be
Young
fine
and
against
raw.
Roman, but like if you put him up against like a Gunther or a McIntyre, who like completely dwarf him, I don't know if it's possible for him to look that good. You know what I'm saying? So it's their job to put him up in the best opponents to make him look as good, because you put him up against a Gunther or McIntyre who literally are a foot taller than him and try and make Braun this badass character, it's not going to work.
Right. It does have to have the right opponents for him. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with him next year.
Yeah, put him against Fatu.
Maybe. I mean,
You know what I'm saying? If you get
Dude, Fatu might dwarf him.
because
I-
he's short too.
kind-
But I don't know if he can get that match out of him. You know, I don't know if that Fatu's. No, you can't. You got dude. You got to put that dude in with somebody that's great, somebody that's been there. Like put him in with Randy or something. But
Has he worked
whatever.
Roman yet?
No, I think they're saving that one. I think that's one they're saving.
And that
honestly.
would be
I'm just
fine.
trying
he
to-
might be ready then too.
I'm just trying to think. It's like
That's like a
It's
Mania
tough.
match. I feel like that's a Mania match.
even the visual next to Randy's tough, dude.
Yeah. Like, how are you supposed to be this big badass brute and you're getting dwarfed by these
Well, I think that's why he's got to lean into the personality and dial that up and be the crazy guy like his uncle Scott was, and Rick, his dad. But I think he needs to be intense and wild a little bit to match that size. Where some of these big WWE guys they're gonna be 3 or 4 inches taller than
All
him.
right,
At least,
okay.
you know what I mean?
All right, let me give you some.
McIntyre's a full foot bigger than it.
I know, but we'll look at Darby. Darby's got the title, and he's going against freaking the guy that I love,
Takeshita.
That's fine.
No.
Darby's been through a fucking 5-story burning building and came out fucking
Not the point.
came out without a scratch.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's just perception.
They're different characters,
Darby's,
too, Hack.
Yeah, like Darby's been put through fucking everything that you could possibly.
MJF.
Like Braun's gonna need to find the part of his character.
MJF's not portrayed as like some big brute badass. I'm talking about Braun's character.
Okay.
Braun's
Yeah.
character specifically doesn't
Yeah, all right.
like. You know what I'm saying? Like MJF's like the dastardly like wrestler, heel,
Al
whatever.
Fox, yeah, whatever.
Which he can beat
Yeah.
up a bigger dude because he can fucking out heel you.
Right.
Like Braun, they're putting him as like, "Whoa," like fucking the big badass fucking dude when he's 5'6", and he's in the land of fucking, like that's
Yeah.
why I think you got to put him up against the
Okay,
right people.
so who's somebody in his side? Like Jericho will be a guy to like to
Cody.
put him against. Oh, yeah.
Cody and
Cody's
him would have
perfect.
a really good potential, but I mean, it's on the other
totally.
show. I mean,
I know,
think
but
it's
like Ty says, it
Punk
means
could do
totally tight. What
Punk,
Ty's saying
Punk and
means a
him,
lot.
Punk and him didn't really have great chemistry, and I don't know if it's because he's new or
Did that kid go through any of the academy?
He went
Yeah,
down
he was
in
in
NXT,
NXT
yeah,
and
for a
everything.
while.
Boy, how long was he there?
He was there for a while.
a couple years.
Yeah, he was down
Oh,
on the train
wow.
and stuff. Yeah, so
Yikes.
you say yikes.
Well, my point is, I didn't like the guy's. Like, I didn't believe in the guy at all. But now that I see him with Seth and Seth walking him through that, I'm like, well, damn, I didn't know the guy had fucking a couple years down there, like seasoned already. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, but he's
to
not
me-
working with like
To
vets
me,
down there.
to me, that's his ceiling. We just saw his ceiling.
But if that's his ceiling, that's still pretty damn good.
Yeah,
know?
against, like Ty says, certain players.
They got a lot of really good guys to work with, though. Ty, what did you give the match? I didn't get a rating.
I'm going to
from you.
give it a 4. I'm not a huge fan of the like 9 reverse finishers in the match. I'm not really like, if you're going to do it twice, fine. But like they literally went back to the well like 6-7 times, and like I'm just like, okay, guys. And the interference,
It was different. It was different. It was cool.
What
The interference. It's just like the different kind of.
See, I thought
you know
it was,
him going to that.
It was different.
I think Seth is smarter than that because he's looking directly at the interference, and if the interference sees him standing there looking at him, why is he still trying to interfere? If he sees him with the chair in that corner, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just thought psychologically that was kind of stupid.
Oh, no, I get it. I just liked it before it was different. And another one was why he should have went for the cover instead of grabbing the fucking chair. And then the other thing, when he came back, he came running right in, looking right into the foot.
Yeah.
Over there. I'm like, dude, how did you not see that coming? You were like, he was standing there waiting for you.
And that's the reason I don't like Braun running the ropes 9 times because the guy's like, right by you.
He had to push him on his shoulder one time because he did away.
Dude, Nash would trip him. Nash, smart guy, he'd be like, I'm going to trip the guy in the spot. That's a total Nash move.
But overall, it was like we've been talking about, Braun's best match. So, and other than like the little nitpicky shit, it was a really good match. So.
Yeah. Up next on the show was the U.S. title match between Trick Williams and Sami Zayn. So they've been doing this. Sami hasn't really turned, and neither did Trick, but they're letting the audience basically root for who they want to root for. And obviously it's Trick. Like, Trick comes out with that entrance, and...
Obviously it's Trick?
What do you mean? They're
booing Sami.
They're booing Sami.
Well, I know. Well, to me, it's not... It's like... Dude, both guys... All right... The kid was over freaking, not Sammy, the other kid.
Trick.
He was over as a heel at certain parts of the match, and he was over as a babyface at certain parts of the match. And the kid doesn't know how to work babyface.
Yeah, I don't think he does.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and I think,
didn't say it.
I think they kind of just like letting it play out how the fans cheer for whatever. Like, it's really shades of gray for both guys. And it's not like defined heel face dynamic. So the crowd, to your point, Hack, is kind of both sides a little bit.
Trick is just so over with his entrance though that like if he's not going like full heel and like full for heat, then the crowd's gonna cheer for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if he's not going full dirty in the match, the crowd's gonna cheer for him because his entrance is so fucking over.
Right. The entrance is...
I do like his entrance.
It's awesome. It's a great entrance. I mean, the work for his work, I would put him at like the same level as Braun almost, where I'm like, I just don't see the work from him yet. And this match, I mean, how long did this one go? This
was 13.
It was longer and better than their Mania match.
Yeah, it's because there was no heel and there was no baby. That's why the match was bleh.
I know, and there were so many, like, the stuff with Yachty and everything, where it was like...
Oh, dude, the $1 bills? They were $1 bills.
That bothers you.
That pissed me off totally that you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Oh, my God, they were $1 bills.
They should have been higher. I mean, with
I
inflation.
can't believe the kid even picked them up. Like, dude, I would not pick up $1 bill. I would tell the dude, honestly, dude, you can't do that. You can't do this with $1 bills.
If you're a star, you know what I mean?
You can't do that. That dude cannot do that with $1 bills.
Yeah, he's got.
It's like me in the strip club.
It's a joke.
Like,
yeah, making it rain with one.
Yeah.
Dude, seriously?
Means
No,
nothing.
it was horrible. That killed everything for that. That gave the match a negative to me. It'll be the first negative I've ever given.
Wow, because of the ones.
Yeah, and I didn't like
Cheap
him with
fucks.
the cane.
The cane shots were questionable.
Yeah, dude, that's a negative.
I laughed so hard when Yachty took the haluva kick outside.
he took that way better than he took the punches and the cane
He
shot.
did, but he was so like the way he was positioned and he took it. He just like kind of fell.
And went super limp.
I laughed so hard at that. Like the
Do you
sell on that.
you
was
notice
so,
the first one when he gave him the punches and the fucking cane shots? Like Sammy like punched him and then like it looked like he was kind of getting right back up and Sammy was like, "Yo, dude,"
Yeah.
and like gave him like a couple more and then hit him with was like, "Stay the fuck down, dude." Like
sell.
sell this.
Yeah.
Like,
I was disgusted already. And him making the cane look like a candy cane, freaking with his red freaking strap around.
yeah, you gotta do that next, dude. Candy cane.
Whatever.
There was
For the holidays,
They went
me
back-
and the girl.
they went back in the ring, and then
4th of July.
there was
Red,
a
white,
haluva
blue.
kick on the railing, and
Me and his
then
Uncle Sam.
then Trick finished it with the trick shot to retain the title. This was just kind of there, man. And look, I mean, I think it's the right booking decision, though. I will say that.
Yeah.
Putting Trick over Sammy.
Yeah.
Sammy tried his best, I think, with this, but Not really anything to write home about. I would go like 2 stars for this. Ollie?
I mean, not really much to say about it, to be honest. It's kind of just like you said, just kind of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like Sammy can obviously work and do baby or heel, do whatever. But I don't know if they really even know what Trick is yet. As far as like heel or baby, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, they might just be kind of let it play out during the match and maybe let the crowd decide. But with an entrance so over like that and not being like line drawn in the sand, I'm fucking heel, then I don't know like what you're gonna get with it. And like you said, he's kind of on the level with Braun where it's like, I don't know how these guys spent so much time in NXT and so much time around the Performance Center and they still need so much work.
Right. But I'm here laughing about it.
It's like, what's everybody doing down? It's like, what's everybody doing down there?
Flips.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, but I'm talking about as far as like coaches or like what's going on? You know what I mean?
That's the thing we were talking about. They are literally all the people in NXT are former athletes of other sports. They're not indie wrestlers. They're not people who've been trying to be wrestlers like their whole life.
A lot of them are. Some of them aren't. A lot of them are.
But they're all former cheerleaders or former basketball players or former football players
the
or
one chick's
former
the cheerleader, the one line.
They're all Trick was on the fucking had training camp with the Eagles. Trick Williams, the dude against Sami Zayn. He was the
Is that right?
Yeah, he was a wide receiver.
Yeah, Braun Breaker was
So he's got wheels too?
Braun Breaker was a college football player. Like they're all fucking.
Well, yeah, they
all
say that,
former
but I
athletes.
never heard him say that.
Trick Williams was a football player.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a
why
college
don't they
football
say
player.
that during his entrance?
I don't know.
He was
You know,
in training
you know,
camp with the Eagles.
I know. Why don't they? All right, here, listen to me. I wanted to make a point. For him with that entrance and freaking, it's going to be super hard for him to be a baby. And just because I don't think that he knows how to be, you know what I'm saying? Or he would have showed it in that match. He had plenty of opportunities to flip a switch right there. The way the crowd was like listening to him. So for him to turn baby, I think he's going to have to be so bad to be good.
Okay.
You know what I'll give you?
Like the Eddie Guerrero Austin. Yeah.
I think in order for him to be a baby, give him a valet. You got that entrance, give him a chick, let the chick get him over.
I don't hate it.
No, but a girl to meet makes him a heel more.
Because he's got a hot chick with him. I hate this guy.
I know. He's got the one that gets away with the what? Well, Macho, let's think about it.
No, but give him an
history.
entrance with the chick that whooped that trick. Let him fucking be the fucking, the almighty whoop that trick and
Yeah, the
have
right
her
girl.
fucking, doing whatever she needs to fucking do
Is she
to
like
put
a
him
Miss
over.
Elizabeth, like a submissive? He was a heel then, you know what I mean? But like, what? Dude, I don't know. That's a hard one.
I think to Ollie's point about what are they doing down in NXT to get these people ready for the main roster, I think one of the things that, with the problem part of NXT is that a lot of times they're just working on a choreographed match to have for one of their big NXT shows.
Yeah, not in front of a crowd,
Right,
not in front of anything.
They're just working on that specific match. So while that match might go well and look good and they'll know all the choreographed moves for it, they don't know how to go when things go awry or they don't know how to change things up. And it's
Or work a crowd,
Yeah,
or
it's like
use a facial.
It's like they haven't worked fucking matches in a bumblefuck part of the United States in front of 50 fucking people, and that's where you learn how to work a
where
fucking
everyone's
crowd.
going, boo, fuck you, do something.
That's
You know
where
what
you
I'm
learn
saying?
to work a crowd.
Right. So I think a lot of that performance center stuff doesn't have the organic elements that real like pro wrestlers learn on their journey up to make it to the big leagues.
See, I wonder are those people like shills there? Do they get paid to like watch the show and like do they get like a meal? Do they have like catering?
NXT, I think it's at Full Sail University, I believe, or is it at the Performance Center? I'm not sure nowadays.
I'm not positive where
I think
it's at.
I think they let the crowd in for free for those shows.
Okay, so now I'm wondering if the TV, if like the shit that we see on TV, I'm not sure if they do TV everywhere, but does that crowd ever heal somebody like because they're bad, not because they're good bad, because they're bad?
Like shit on their performance?
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
They only boo because they're told to boo, basically.
I think they're.
Why? Do you think there's a light? That
No.
Ty's just saying as far as like your classic heel work and like things like that. Like they don't shit on somebody because they're not good.
Like they're in on it.
No, they'll have Miss Butterfly come out. She's clearly the baby face. You know what I'm saying? And then it's the dark, ominous music for the heel. Then it's like, boo! You know what I'm saying? Like they're told, like they're basically told to fucking like, this is who you boo, this is who you cheer.
But dude, I understand like you don't get a profit from having house shows and it's not like whatever, but it's killing your fucking product on TV.
Yes, and I think that especially at the developmental level, like they need to go out and tour. And they need to work the road and
work TNA, dude. Something.
Look, this to me, I was shocked. Ty says some of it was like he thinks some of it was fake, but I thought the crowds now are more. It was like me, like understanding when we're watching the midget thing in Vegas. I'm like, oh yeah, the crowd like really gets it. You know what I mean? That Tampa Bay crowd got it. They chanted everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? So, like, he's saying, like, yes, the crowds are trained to be into it, like, now, especially like
they want to be
and
into
stuff
it.
like that.
Yeah, they pay a lot of money. They want to have a good time at these shows. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, like, to the point was, it's like I always like it's such a valid point that you really need to go work in front of nobody.
You do.
Yeah.
You
That
gotta
doesn't
learn.
even know you.
Right. What do you give the match, Hack?
Which one was it?
It was Trick
I
and
already
Sammy.
told you.
The
Negatives?
Yeah, it's a negative.
Okay, Ty?
I'll go 2.
2. Okay. Up next on the show, I think this might have been your favorite match, Hack. Kit Wilson and your boy The Miz taking on Danhausen and Mini Danhausen.
You guys are going to be shocked.
Okay, so I like.
I think you might be shocked.
We talked about the Danhausen debut and what they've done since. He's been getting over. He's selling T-shirts. He's one of their top T-shirt sellers in the
kids
company.
love him.
The kids love him, right? He's super over in whatever it is that he's doing. I think it has a place on a card. I think it absolutely has a place on a card. It shouldn't be
Yes, a midget wrestler, not on a regular like midget card. Yes, is good shit.
right. And Danhausen on a card of serious wrestling, I think, has a place.
I don't get it, but I get it that I don't get it, and other people get it.
Right, and it's not.
Is he from Mexico?
No, Danhausen's from like the Midwest, I think.
No, but that's it. But his character seems like a
luchador?
Latin America freaking gimmick more than an American like gimmick. To me.
No.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Like the voodoo type.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah. The you are cursed thing. You know what I mean? That's Haiti, Uganda.
This was just like stupid and fun. Honestly, I thought it was stupid and fun, and it had its spot on the card. Right, like this is in the middle of the show. It's kind of maybe a little popcorn probably for some people, but I think the crowd enjoyed it for what it was. I mean, I got to give credit to the midget with the Masquerada. The second, I think, was the guy who's playing Mini Danhausen. His spots were awesome. He was a great worker, man. I mean, he was hitting everything. Crisp as hell.
Well, it takes two.
I was just gonna say you gotta give credit to
Miz and
Kit.
Kit.
Absolutely, both of them.
Because they're not used to working, dudes. That's
Dude,
why I
that's
feel
doing like the double suplex and shit like
so
that.
good.
It's hilarious.
Dude. You know me. I don't like the Miz, but I don't like the only reason I don't like the Miz is because of the one instance where you're on live,
Right, it's not about his performances or
He
anything.
made this match.
Yeah, and every other time that I fucking just heard him just spitting fucking shit. But yes, he's perfect for this match. The other dude, perfect. They played their freaking roles absolutely perfect.
Right.
You know, and it takes two, dude. And that shit don't work if there's a guy that's out there in that match that really doesn't want to be.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. It's like
That
dude,
says
the
like,
Miz,
yeah, this is kind of beneath me type deal. Yeah,
but dude,
right.
and that's like kind of what the Miz is now. Is like with WWE, they're like, dude, go do this, and he'll do it, and he'll give his best fucking effort.
Get it over as fuck.
You know?
I mean, it's kind of been with the
There's a reason why he's been there
Yeah,
since
his whole
fucking
career.
2000.
Yeah, I mean, this was goofy and stupid, but I got to say, Kit too. Kid can go, man. That guy can really work.
Yes,
And
he showed me something too. Even though I hate his freaking character, I'd like to see him in something different.
You're just jealous he can dance better than you.
Yeah,
Well,
he's got those. He's
I
got
think
those
it's-
loose hips.
I think it's his attire and his gimmick more so than his work.
That's his job to make you fucking
yeah, hate him. It's like Janet Soprano.
So he's
Hack.
doing something right.
Yeah, with the haircut and shit like
Exactly.
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's trying to be a heel.
Yeah, tool bag. It's
Right,
supposed to be a
exactly.
tool bag.
I don't know, Hack.
get that.
You're reeking of toxic masculinity right now.
That's what he says. That's what the character says. Kid, how about what did you think of the?
Oh, is that what he says?
What did you think of the mini Danhausen's getting cloned out of the thing?
Fucking loved it.
That was-
The place loved it.
was-
It's like all the referees in my match in fucking WrestleMania.
I wish that was
Those are
the.
your boys.
Yeah.
I wish that was the finish.
Micromania guys.
Yeah, those are the dudes from Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we watched a lot of these
Nice.
people perform.
I wish
in
that was
Vegas.
the finish. Like they just completely kiboshed Kit, and then Miz was like, like I wish that was the.
I thought they were gonna bring out a super big fucking like.
giant Danhausen.
That's what I was expecting. I was not. I don't think anybody was expecting midgets.
No, I don't
I
think.
was expecting a big like cane in like that
Wow,
outfit.
that would be
Come out
great.
wasn't,
like
but
that.
that's fucking hilarious. That would have been
That's-
so much
No,
better.
you guys didn't have something
No.
preconceived. No, when they went out there, I knew exactly what they were doing.
I thought it was gonna be like a normal sized dude. Like I didn't think it was gonna be like the whole small bunch of them, and I didn't think it was gonna be like a giant one. Like I thought it was just gonna be like a
Dude, the one
regular
like the
size
Big
one.
Show would have been fucking
That's what I
hilarious.
thought
Yeah.
it was going to be.
That's a great
And maybe
spot.
an unknown because they didn't have to
Oh,
do
that would have
much.
been so much better.
Hack, what did you?
And then if you kept his identity a secret.
oh,
Yeah, 'cause he had a mask on, like the small one.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean even keep it secret.
kayfabe. Hack, what? You're a master.
our boy.
You're a master of the fire extinguisher. What did you think of the Miz's spot with the fire extinguisher?
He could have held it in his face. A
Yeah,
little bit,
he did
you know
pull it
what I'm
away
saying?
pretty quick.
Well, because you have to understand something. There's two different kinds of fire extinguishers. I fucked up with the one I told you with Kevin Sullivan. Fucking, it was WCW. You have to look at there's like a tag on the thing, and one tells you if it's a CO2, and one tells you if it's a freaking if it's a chemical one. And I used the chemical one, and then what the chemical one does is sucks all the oxygen out of the air. And I don't know, Bigelow was out there with me, and I don't know, whatever. But yes, that one's not going to bother you at all. So yes, I thought he could have held it right underneath his chin for probably 3 seconds. And like ran around like with his feet like going real fast, you know what I'm saying? Spin around with it.
That was-
But everything was great.
It was. It really, really was. And then they go back in the ring, and Danhausen finished the Miz with a pump kick. And this got. How long did this one go?
This was 11 minutes, like 11 and a half.
I'll tell you what, I cracked up real good at the Miz giving the midget the skull crushing finale because he had him up like in the air.
In the air.
Yeah, he had him up in the air with the face plant. Like that was hilarious.
Good. I can't really rate this, but it's a comedy match. I laughed, so it won. I mean, I'll give it a thumbs up for what it was. I mean, it's.
I mean, dude, for what it is, I gotta give it a 5. I mean,
You're going 5. Okay.
yeah, I mean, it's a comedy match, but it's exactly what it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And it was entertaining. Everybody loved it.
Hack.
Oh yeah, it's a 5 easy.
5 easy tie.
5's around.
Wow. All right. Up next on the show.
And you said that Seth and Braun was the best thing on the
Yeah,
show.
you just
They got an 11.
They got an 11, so it's that's more. Io Sky taking on Asuka, and this was something a lot of people were expecting for WrestleMania. But if this was at WrestleMania, I don't think they would have got the time they got here because this one went close to 20,
18.
18. So
But I'm gonna say something now here. If you notice one thing I really disliked about the show, first 3 matches, all stuff outside the ring, all interference in all 3 of the first 3 matches. Something I didn't like about the structure of the show.
and then the next 2 were all
And-
straight.
And then, I mean, they had a little bit there, but yeah, I think they could do a lot better of knowing what the hell everybody else is fucking doing and not doing the interference. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
I
Just,
didn't think about it because I just assume I'm shocked if there's not interference now. Like, you know what I mean, which we'll talk about later. You know what I mean? Because they did the post trauma. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm not shocked at all that there's not interference on every single solitary pay-per-view match.
That, but also work outside the ring. Like everything, there's spots outside the ring. Every match had spots outside the ring.
Oh, there was a lot in bronze. Man.
Them, Trick and Sammy, not so much. But then this match, yes. And then Iho and whatever, they went out on the announce table, did their whole thing out there, and then Roman and Jacob did
Those
something
two have no reason to go outside the ring.
No.
Zero.
Well, I think they wanted the big display for the blocking of the mist.
Which was great with the iPad.
Oh, it was great. I'm just saying,
that was my favorite spot.
Yeah, no, I think that's why.
You know what?
I think
that's exactly why they went out there.
Yeah.
That's just for that spot.
Just for that spot.
Good call.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, every single match has spots outside, that and or interference. So it's like, if you get more to put on a wrestling, somebody's got to do a wrestling match, like just the inside the ring.
These girls did a wrestling match. I mean, the work in this was...
I got great blocks, Ray.
I thought the work in this was super snug. And
so did I. I thought it was really tight.
I thought it was really tight. And you're watching, too. Like, Asuka might be... She's on the short list of the best women to ever wrestle in WWE. Like, and this might have been her swan song because apparently people don't know what's up with her. If she's leaving, she's taking a long extended break.
Why is her contract out?
I don't know if it's one of those things, but apparently she's not going to be around for a while. And you could see after the match, that was a real embrace between the two of them. Kind of like ending that whole story and everything.
Well, and Kyrie just got let go.
Right. So
who they were chanting for, and the fans were chanting for.
They were chanting for her during this, and the work in this was just really, really good.
And the best part. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. And the best part about like the snug tightness I thought of this match was the selling by both of them made it look that way. It's not like they worked that much different, but I thought those two together, like them throwing their head back, taking tough bumps, like on the kicks and the punches and the stuff like that. Like I thought it was as tight as you can get.
All right, and to me, it's hard for me to see that they're so snug with their outfits that they got on. There's too many feathers flying around and shit like that. My first note is hitchy. And probably because it was so snug, that's why I thought it was hitchy. But I can't see that it's really snug because there's so much shit flying around. You know what I mean? Between both of their outfits.
Yeah, me and Tosh both thought it was like super tight. So that might have been an issue for you.
Yeah, and I was just like, man, why? I thought these two girls would be like fucking like the best like technical match on the fucking card.
I thought they were, but I also think the crowd was a little down at this point. They didn't get into this until like late
the
in the
midgets
match.
took a lot out of them.
Maybe like the crowd was kind of on there sitting on their hands
for
for
all
most
the
of this match.
interference and all the other stuff.
You know what I mean? The crowd was kind of for this match for most of it. They did come alive towards the end, and
was this the match where people were going to popcorn? Or I've seen that. Well, let's think about it. Like, how long's the first match to Ollie? That was like 23?
21.
And that's not entrances and all that, right?
No.
So, what are they? Are they out there 90 minutes by the time that this match starts?
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Is this a popcorn match to the fans?
I think there's enough time in between with all the bullshit that
you know what a popcorn match is,
yes,
right?
it's just used.
To me, the Danhausen match would be the popcorn
That's
match.
what I was thinking, too, but...
I don't know.
Unless you got kids that want to see Danhausen.
Which could be the reason.
Well, and that's why they're staying, because they're the ones that need to go to the bathroom and go to popcorn.
Right.
Io hit the double knees, and then she went up for a moonsault to finish
Which
the match.
she missed totally. I mean, she caught her she hit her with her forearms.
It wasn't her best one, but overall, I really, really enjoyed this. I'll go 3 3/4 stars for this. Ollie?
About like 3.5. That was good. Girls did good. I mean, I didn't expect anything less.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So.
Hack?
I don't know. I think the outfits just took a lot of the. I don't know. I didn't like it.
No, you didn't like it, so.
No, I thought it was. No, I don't know.
So do you have a rating?
I know, but I love the spot. I love the.
You love
this
the
spot was great. And then it says something EO second floor. I don't know what the hell I was talking about there, but. All right, 2.5.
2.5. Ty?
And I gotta give them credit for that miss, because that miss spot can easily be fucked up.
You can slip it out of your hand. What is it? Catch it.
Go early. It can go early. It can go whatever. Like, it was perfectly timed.
Yeah,
too.
well, did you see what she did beforehand?
She had it on the ground.
No, but Asuka goes and puts her hand up, and then she spins around. That's how they knew the time.
That was the cue.
Because I ran it back. I was like, well, how did they get that so good? Because Asuka lets everybody know, hey girl, it's fucking coming as soon as I turn around. Be fucking ready.
Well, because I saw her grabbing something on the table, and I thought she was going to hit her with something, like the monitor or whatever the hell it was. But no, that shocked me totally, and they did it fucking perfectly. 3.5.
Shit like I would do. Like, hey, dude, here's
Don't
your
put
shit
yourself
in the-
over.
No, I've done that plenty of times in a match. What are you kidding me?
You did the.
I did it with the Invisible Man. Yo, I look at the crowd, do this, shit me in the balls. You know what I mean? It's natural.
You're doing the hacksaw. Hey,
It's cute. You can't miss.
Up next, John Cena came out and he revealed.
Oh my God! Blah 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 blah.
Well, let's talk about this. The John Cena Classic. It's going to have.
Tasha's going to win.
It's going to have crossover matches between WWE main roster guys and NXT talent. And he said that the winner of the John Cena Classic is going to be decided through fan voting rather than the tournament booking. So this is so weird. I heard some comments.
So they're going to have a match.
It's weird.
So even if you lose, the fans can vote you the winner.
Correct.
Right.
Now Lance Storm had the following.
This isn't going to be a work
Huh?
completely.
Well, but
It doesn't matter.
like Cyber
It doesn't
Sunday?
matter. It's
Yeah.
a perfect reason, because what Ali's saying is, fucking, what the fuck are these people doing down there for 2 years and not knowing how to fucking switch up when they get there? You put them in there with guys who have been there. They will teach them in a couple matches with a couple guys that fucking know their shit. They will learn way more than they've learned in the last year down there. As much as any agent can tell them fucking anything. You put them in there with somebody like Randy, they're gonna fucking learn. It was like me with fucking a Lawler. I came out a different human being.
I don't disagree at all about that, right? Like, it's learned by reps and learned by doing and getting in there with somebody who knows what they're doing, right? But
no, those guys will go out there and say, "Hey, let's call it out there. Let's call most of it out there." And I have a feeling that's what the locker room thing is going to be. Hey, these kids are here to learn. You know what I mean? No way better to learn than out there on the fly.
well, let me tell you,
Let's listen to the crowd, kid.
I hope
and we'll
so.
tell you.
I got some comments here from Lance Storm that he said on Wrestling Observer Live, and he explained that some main roster wrestlers may not want to make NXT stars look stronger if the fan voting directly affects future opportunities. He said, if I'm a $500,000 main roster talent and I'm in there with a $75,000 a year NXT guy, why would I use my skill and my experience to make him look good? He said that if an NXT wrestler became more popular through the tournament, it could potentially hurt higher paid main roster talent. If he wins the popularity contest and wins and gets the push to the championship, I could lose my job because there's going to be a top TKO executive saying, well, why are we paying this guy that lost the fan vote and is less over than this NXT guy that works for way less money? One of the biggest elements to wrestling, making a pro wrestling match work together, is the talent working together, which is something Lance said that he could be thrown out the window. Hey, if you're getting a push, we want to protect this guy, I'll make him look good. But if I don't know who's winning or losing the actual fan vote, it's no longer in my interest to make the guy look good.
Well, I just lost all my fucking thought that not respect, but he knows it's a work, right? It's not really going to be a fan vote.
Thank you.
So, okay, you think this is complete work?
It's 100% work.
Okay, but
There's no fucking chance in hell it's a real fan vote
the
going to decide anything.
the Taboo Tuesday stuff, the Cyber Sunday stuff was a shoot, though.
I'm not so
No, it
sure about
wasn't.
that.
Yes, it was.
Hack won the one vote and he lost. And he never went out there.
You won the vote for Cyber Sunday and lost.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No,
Okay.
you got the most votes out of the fucking thing, and you didn't get you weren't put in the match.
Yeah, that was the one with me, Kane, and freaking Benoit.
Yeah,
Were
there
us
was a
three
Cyber
standing
Sunday.
there?
You actually got the most fucking votes who they wanted to see in the fucking match.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I
And
believe that they were shoots,
I was just
though.
glad as shit I wasn't going out there and being Omaga's fucking bitch.
Well, and you
that's who it was
said
for,
they
right?
never told you, and they said,
Oh no, I was shitting. well, and then Benoit says they fucked with him. They fucking fucked with him on one of these things.
yeah, like they didn't tell any of them. And Hack's out there like,
I said, yo, dude, what are we doing here? He goes, I don't know. Because I knew Benoit. Benoit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's fucking
Wait,
hilarious.
so hold on a second.
Because I ain't been with Nancy. Nancy's with him.
So you guys don't think that this is going to be real fan voting?
No, I don't think at all.
At all?
No.
Okay.
I don't
And you
think
don't
at
either,
all.
Hack?
Even if it does, to me it doesn't matter because, listen, if you can't win the vote, the fan vote, dude, you can lose and win.
Right.
You can lose. But, fans are so smart nowadays that if you take this one kid, like who's that one blonde kid that's always been lower down there? He's been their champion. You know the blonde kid?
Dragunov?
No, fucking.
Talking about Joe Henry.
Yeah, him. Where was I going with this point? Now, why hasn't that guy been up there? Why hasn't he been doing something before? Now, if you put him in there against a better opponent, and that guy raises that dude to that level, I think the fans would realize that.
Yes, but
Because fans are smart as shit now.
They are.
The ones voting are smart as shit too. And I think they would realize, well, goddamn, Joe Henry didn't look like a fucking main roster player until he got in the ring with whoever.
If you did this voting system after the Seth and Braun match, I'm not sure people were like, you know what? Braun really looked good, but only because he was in the ring with Seth, so I'm voting for Seth. I don't think that's happening.
No, but it's different. One's a rookie coming up. Both are on the main roster.
Fair,
okay.
but
They
still.
know you're there to help that kid. That's the whole idea, because that's what he spent 20 minutes talking about was, hey, these kids need the seasoning with other guys. He laid out everything that's there. So I think people will use that when they come to make a vote.
I still think it's
Especially
100%
if
work.
somebody brings somebody up a couple notches in one match.
I think it absolutely has to be a work, because if somebody loses but still wins the fan vote and WWE completely doesn't expect it, where are they going with their story? The story's already fucked up.
Still look great.
Yeah, but how are you going to have
Wins
that?
and losses don't matter.
I understand, but how are you going to have that much chaos and know where your storylines are going
well, it's a tournament, so
when it's
maybe this is
completely
like.
that unpredictable?
Let's assume it is a shoot, and going back to Lance's point.
I forgot it was a tournament.
Well, let's go. Let's.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
I
there's
forgot
no
it was
way.
a tournament.
That's what I'm
Let's
saying.
say-
How do you set up the tournament storylines if you have no fucking idea what's going on?
Have they decided how often do you vote? Do you vote?
I
every
don't think they've
Monday,
decided
Tuesday?
anything.
They don't
It's
know
a
what
work.
they're doing, dude.
Well, let's assume for argument's sake that it is a shoot. To Lance's point about the dollars, and you've always talked about these spots. These are limited spots in the main roster, and we've just seen a lot of people.
If it is a shoot, he's exactly right.
Right. And if it is, then that's like, why would I go out? Like, it's a wrestler's duty.
Because it's a new fucking world out there, dude. It's a new world. There's new people running this shit. It's not Vince's fucking playpen anymore. These are new people. They are cutting main people on the roster's fucking money in half, dude. This is a whole new fucking different world. And they better get used to it.
But the big
because
player-
this is going to be every single gear.
The big players are always going to be the big players, though, so it's not going to
If you're
matter.
great, you're great. If
Yeah.
you're great, you're great.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with this.
I don't think that there's certain guys. There's probably at least 15 dudes that can't be hurt. You
Right.
know what I mean? That are so great that they
Well, I
can't
don't
be
think
hurt in some of this.
I don't think
so.
that-
That's the guys that you put the fucking young kids with because they don't care and they'll fucking who knows? They could have a tie with this kid somehow or it's anything. You know what I mean? With fucking dude, the strong guys will always be there.
Yeah, the top guys are not.
I don't think they're putting Roman in this. You know what I mean?
But I didn't
Yeah,
say
but
they were.
but a McIntyre.
Yeah, maybe they could put him in this.
The
Yeah.
Miz.
The Miz, yeah, I got it.
Learn a shitload with the guys like the Miz. There's
Cody?
so many guys at that level.
Punk.
I'd say I think Punk's.
Gunther?
I don't know. I have no idea.
The Mexican guys and any
Dude,
of
they're
those
gonna have
dudes.
to. They're gonna.
But that's kind of like my point. Like those guys aren't
They
going to
wouldn't
be
be worried at
affected.
all. Yeah.
They're like your big money guys. The way Lance is talking about, like they're not going to be affected.
But if I'm like, let's throw out a name like a Cardona, for example.
Well, I don't think Cardona has any fucking.
I think he'll do whatever the fuck they tell him he's gonna do.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. I don't think he's got any say in anything.
It's a new world, and he's just into this brand new world. You think he's bucking right now?
No, but I'm
No, because the kid's been begging to get into that company for how many years, probably?
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with this. It's going to be
And that
interesting.
kid's great.
Yeah.
I like
Well,
that
he
kid a
got
lot.
released from then, and then fucking
Well,
now he's back.
How long ago was it?
5?
Yeah, it was a while
But
ago.
yeah, like
And then he went-
Carlito, he was gone for a decade till
Yeah.
he got back.
Yeah.
You're lucky if you get going and you get back in 5 years.
Yeah, like you think JD McDonough's like, oh, I don't want to do that or whatever. Like it's like, nah, dude, you're going in the tourney.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
That's
but,
why I just think Lance is like a little bit.
Yeah, but to me, it's not for those mid-level guys to be wrestling the new guys. To me, it should be against way more established people, because you're just hurting the locker room if you do it with guys that are iffy.
Right.
Like then you really are fighting for a spot.
Yes, that it is.
You know,
so we'll see what happens
Yeah,
with this.
Those mid-level guys may try and make those dudes look like shit.
That's Lance Storm's point with
Right.
it.
That's why I don't think they're stupid enough to set it up like that.
We'll see what they have. I mean,
You can't have your locker room do that. It's a work. You're gonna have guys out there shooting that are workers.
Well, I know you.
That's fucking. Oh my
Espe-
god, the worst thing that could possibly
That's
happen.
why I'm saying it's all work.
I know, but especially if you're the veteran in there, you could make that guy look like shit. You know what I mean? You could. You know you could do it.
Right.
Like,
But that's why I think the top
it's
the
easy
top
to.
guys are like they're safe. They're whatever. They're not going to have any issue with like they ain't putting the mids with the mids.
yeah. Up next on the show, this was the main event, the WWE World Title match between Roman Reigns and Jacob Fatu. And we joked about this last week where we asked who was going to win this match. And obviously, we knew that Roman was going over. There was no doubt. Roman's not losing on his first title defense after coming off 1,000-some title reign in his last one. But this match, Roman, I got to say, he went out of his way
To make Jacob look like $1 million.
Great psychology too.
Yeah, like he
Great psychology, fucking him working the hand. All right, I have to say, I hate the fucking.
The lick of
the
the thing.
tongue and death grip.
Dude, I freaking hate it. How can anybody? That's why nobody does the claw hold anymore. You know what I mean? Nobody does the claw hold. This thing is ridiculous to me.
Oh yeah, I want to see Meng throw it on you. I bet you cry like a bitch.
Dude, I would. See, Meg bench like 600 pounds once in the freaking gym with the Barbarian and I forget who else. Yeah, so I hate that move. But yes, the psychology was great. Oh, and Jacob's in better shape.
He is. He had a shirt off.
Yeah, he's in better shape, so he knows this is his chance right here. You know what I'm saying? And then after, even though he takes the loss, they let him go. How often do you take the loss and then they let you go in and beat him up afterwards?
Well, they gave him all that afterwards.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
So, and obviously, I think they're building up to like I don't know if it's going to be a last man standing or whatever. They're going to do a follow up match between the two of them. But I thought Jacob, over the last year, if you looked at him like a year before that, you were like, yo, Jacob's next up. And then it was like the last year was kind of like ho-hum for him. But he still has this charisma, I think, that is something that he could be a guy that could hold the world title, I think.
Yeah.
You don't think so, Hack?
He's short.
He is, but he's got this aura
He's
about him.
short. I know, he's short and he's not a
Darby
fucking...
Allin's a world champion.
He's
Like you
Okay,
said.
I was just saying this a little while ago, and you guys were fucking bucking the scissor well because Darby Allin. Darby Allin.
I think anybody can be world champ. Anybody can be
Jacob's
world
just
champ.
as tall as Roman.
They've had shorter guys hold the belt.
What?
Jacob's just as tall as Roman.
No, he's not.
He's like 3 inches shorter, I think.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah.
He's
But
just as tall as Roman.
Jacob doesn't. He has this presence to him, man, and I think he's starting to get back to where he was maybe a year ago, a little bit, and working with Roman.
He's not a carry the company kind of guy.
Well, but I think he's the kind of guy who could hold the belt for a certain period of time. I'm not saying he's going to be a bell cow, but I mean,
I don't think Jey Uso was a carrier company type of guy. I don't think was Gunther a carrier company type of guy.
Was Drew McIntyre a carrier
Yes.
company? You think so?
Yes.
Okay.
Drew McIntyre, yes, to me is a carrier. Carrier, that's the guy. Like, if you didn't have like 18 belts like they have now, like, you know, back in the day, yes, that to me that could be one of those dudes. The same with the other guy too.
Who?
The German dude. He's German, but he's not German.
Gunther?
Gunther.
You think Gunther's a carrier of the company type of guy? Okay.
Gunther,
He's German, but he's
I
not
think he's one of the guys.
How did I know who
He's Austrian.
He's German. That is
That's
technically
good,
German,
same
but not
thing.
German.
Yeah.
That is actually German, but not German. You're right. We're in the mind of
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But I don't see him as a... But there's so many belts now, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, I think...
Yeah, put a belt. He carried one of the straps now, but back in the day, no. If there was just one strap, it wouldn't be him.
I really liked the pacing of this match, too.
And I love him.
The pacing in this match was really, really good. I thought that Roman's just going out there, and you could see it's so funny looking at where he was, say, like 7 or 8 years ago, where he just didn't have this. He wasn't comfortable on the mic, wasn't comfortable in the ring, and it's not like he's gotten any better at any of these things, but he's just see
I
him.
heard over here, yeah, Jacob over.
He was
Like near the end of the match, I got that. Oh, and they got me on one of the falses. One of the falses, I was like, all right, this could definitely be it.
The one spear, the one spear spot. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
So they got, the kid's over.
He is
Kid's
over.
huge. I like him a lot.
I was saying about Roman though. Roman's just so comfortable now. Like it's like another day in the office for him. None of these things faze him anymore.
Dude, I'm surprised he don't even fucking breathe heavy. Like
No.
he's just walking out the thing, everything, and he's just leading. He's leading Jacob through that whole entire thing. Like, calm down. All right, do this. Grab me. Fucking
Well,
do all
there's
that.
guys that led Roman through matches too back in the day.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
but now he's
There's guys that led me through matches.
like
Just the
paying
way
it
it
forward.
is.
But
You
this
know
is
what I mean?
Jacob's
Yeah.
first, like,
big,
Big,
dude.
like-
Dude, that's why he's in shape.
yeah, this is about as big as it gets right there.
Yeah, if
Roman,
he don't
like-
get his shit together now, dude, that chance might not come back. Because remember, it's a new world.
Yeah,
It's a fucking new world, and who knows if the
See what happened to
Samoans...
fucking Jey Uso? They gave him the push and he got blown up once, and they're like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. So so back to the point that I was talking about earlier, like it's a new world. In that old world, if you were a Samoan, you came up, you were on your way. You know what I mean? I'm not so sure if that's the way anymore.
Well, look at Solo.
yeah. Solo's kind of taking a backseat
They
now.
gave Solo a fucking super fucking push, but he fucking plateaued.
Well, Fatu kind of came in and outshined it.
Well,
he-
yeah,
he was-
his whole group.
He was Solo. He was better than Solo's act.
Yes.
He was a better Solo.
Yes.
What they portrayed
Yeah.
Solo as,
Right.
like
Yeah.
they portrayed Solo as like the
Yeah,
crazy
that's a
like
great-
badass,
yeah.
and Jacob came in and became a better Solo.
Yeah, so
and
now
Solo's
it's-
even good. Like
Solo's
Solo's really good.
Yeah,
You
Solo's
know,
really good.
but now think about this. Now, when Roman leaves, right? Who has enough stroke to make sure that Samoans have their jobs? Now, Roman
Rock?
can make sure
The Rock.
God
who's
boys
sitting
have
on
jobs.
The Rock's sitting on the board of the company.
Yeah, but does the all
In the
right,
locker room though.
I don't know. Does it,
I know what you're saying, Hack. You're saying when all these historical wrestling people, like the Michael Hayeses of the world, those kind of guys, they're not there in the company anymore in 10 years. Who's going to be saying, oh, we got to have, 7 Samoans on the roster?
The bloodline.
Yeah.
Who's carrying the bloodline?
Well, The Rock is on the board of the company, so I would say he would. But
yeah,
if you smell what he's cooking.
well, and it's not like they. I mean, the family is great.
Right, like-
undoubtedly,
right,
probably,
The bloodline is
probably
not
the
going
best.
anywhere.
Probably the best ever.
yeah, I'm not
They're
saying.
never gonna hurt
Easily.
you. No, like you know what I'm saying? Like you could put any one of them in with anybody, and like you're never.
And
gonna get
every
hurt.
single one of them that are in there now all have kids.
And look at the track record of the.
They're all coming.
But just look at the track record of them delivering in the ring for pro wrestling.
Right,
Yeah.
that's
You
what
know
I'm
what I
saying.
mean? You know
All
what I
the way
mean?
back to when I was going to freaking 42nd
Well, yeah, that was-
in fucking market.
That was my point. Like you could put them in the ring. Like they're never gonna hurt you. You can always
be fine with putting one of them in a situation.
Dude, Umaga, I mean, dude, it's just they're just everywhere, everywhere since the mid '70s.
Yeah. Well,
Alpha and Sika.
I love the.
You should have married one, Hack.
Can you imagine this kid? Well, we'd have height.
He would. Fatu went for the Tonga death grip, but then Roman ripped the turnbuckle off. I'm going to throw the Tonga death grip on
How
you.
did I miss something? I don't know if I was doing mushrooms or I was watching this. But how did the turnbuckle come off so
Roman
We
ripped
easily?
had the death grip off, and Roman went into the corner. When they backed out,
Yeah.
and Roman had it with him.
I know, okay.
It
So
was
how
right
did
after-
the fucking top turnbuckle come off so easily?
Well, Roman's so
Roman's
strong.
a fucking animal, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, no.
A mere
I don't
mortal
care.
like you wouldn't be able to rip it off.
Okay, well then I want you to get a shoestring out right now, and us two will get on one side, you two will get on the other side. We are not pulling that string. We are
It was
not ripping a shoestring.
It was
dude.
obviously gimmicked.
It's a work,
I
bro.
know, but it was horrible. It was a horrible work to me. It was like so easy for him to do it because it happened so quick. That I took it took away. I know it's wrestling,
Yeah, it's
but
your
I
normal
hated
fan-
it. Did it happen?
yeah,
I
your
mean, he
normal
should have been
fan.
over there like
Or
did it
worked
like
it-
twice, like during the match.
Or work, yeah, that's what
Well,
I'm saying.
he
Like
wasn't-
if Jacob worked it like in the beginning of the
Yeah.
match, and
Yeah,
then he went
loosened it up
back,
a
and
little
then
bit.
Yeah,
like
something, but it happened so
and one
quick.
thing
I'm
also-
like, come
and the
on,
one thing
guys.
also, why did they bump the ref when he didn't
Oh, the
really?
squash in the corner?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was
either.
unnecessary because he got up shortly after.
Yeah, 'cause
Yes,
like
I know.
nothing happened.
I think it was like a tease, like, oh, we're going to do a ref bump. You're going to expect interference.
Like a
and then
ride
not.
or
That's
something
what it was.
It was a tease.
Yes, that's it. That's what I was thinking then.
Because if you remember, Punk and Roman did no
Because the guy
interference.
didn't go down.
Yeah, he didn't, just took it.
He
Like,
kind
it
of was like, Al. Like,
Yeah, that's a
and
great
then
point.
they went right into a false.
And then Roman then ran Jacob into the exposed steel, and he hit him with another spear to retain. He gave Jacob a ton in this. He let him kick out of one, of a spear, a Superman punch.
Dude, and he's
And-
got like the glorious.
Nobody's ever done that, right?
Yeah, he gave that. That's what I'm saying. You gave that to him. You gave him a ton in this match. And the post-match, I think they're going to have a wild brawl to blow this feud off at
And
some
he let
point.
him beat the shit out of him afterwards.
Yes. So it's this.
Dude, this could be going to WrestleMania next year.
No.
I can see it. Totally going to WrestleMania. They'll do some tags, they'll do some bullshit, whatever.
I don't think it's got legs for that. I don't. What
It's
is it?
early. That's like a year-long
Yeah, you're
program.
talking about a year-long program with this man. I think it goes.
That's how you do it, isn't it?
I think it goes
pretty long.
SummerSlam at
Because
longest.
you got some,
What?
Because you got
That's
So
August.
then who's next for him?
I don't know who's next.
Well, let's book it. All right, then.
Goldberg.
How long do you think this is going to go?
For who?
For Fatu and fucking Roman. If this is the way they start, dude, it's longer than you think.
I think SummerSlam
There's
is pretty
no
long.
way. There is no way this feud's over by SummerSlam.
That's
no
August.
way
That's-
in a million years. It's 4 months.
That's 3 more months.
3 months from now, man.
Okay.
And it's been going on for 2.
Okay, how many fucking okay. No.
I know, but how much can you do
Oh my god, seriously?
with your champ?
Yeah, I would say it ends at SummerSlam.
You're gonna tie up. Your
Well, we'll see,
You're
but
gonna
you're all
tie
wrong.
up one of your champs for a year-long.
Do you
feud,
want to
like-
hold on? I'll do this. You owe me $20. I'll put $20 that this program is not going on after SummerSlam. We'll let that $20 run.
All right.
Done.
That's good.
Okay, there we go. As a match, I thought this was really, really good stuff. I'm going to go 4 1/4 for this. Ollie, what do you give it?
4?
4?
Yeah.
Hack?
I didn't really think about how Roman just really walked this kid, like Seth walked fucking and gave him the fucking Superman.
I don't know if
Yeah,
he
but Jacob's better than
was way better than Braun. Yeah, I don't know if
agreed.
he walked him through it as much as he just got him super over. If that makes
He was
sense.
generous. He was as
Yeah,
generous
like-
as Seth was. Seth did a better job of carrying, but Roman was extremely generous as a top guy
Yeah.
to Jacob.
Like, I think Jacob's way better than Braun Breaker. You know, like he didn't need to be like walked through that. I don't think.
I think Jacob could call a match. I don't think Braun Breaker could call a match.
Do you think Jacob could walk Breaker through a match?
It depends on the kind of match.
A brawl. It would have to be. a
Yeah,
brawl.
then yes, I think he could absolutely.
Well, yeah, brawl with a couple big fucking Braun fucking like.
Well, as good as
athletic
Jacob,
spots.
is, he's limited.
He is.
Yeah, I don't think he's a tackle, drop down, hip toss kind of guy.
No,
No, he's
that's
a
what I'm
high spot, big move kind of guy.
Does a great moonsault.
He's
Beautiful
got
moonsault.
a glorious moonsault.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And it's great that he does the hop with it too.
Yeah.
Like,
I know, and he can kind of like Roman was kind of far on that, and I'm like, and he got
Yeah,
fucking
dude,
like
Jacobs
Yeah, he
got
looks
him.
good.
he could get further on that
Yes,
if he
can.
needed to.
Yeah. What do you give the match, Hack?
A 4.
4?
Easy.
Yeah. Ty?
Four's around.
4's around. This was WWE Backlash. I got to say, I enjoyed the show a lot more than I expected going in.
Yeah,
The
and
middle blue.
Well, it was kind of fun. I don't know.
he gave fucking Downhausen a 5.
Yeah, I know, but there was only certain parts of it that were like that were really good.
Yeah, I mean, I was entertained pretty much. I mean, Trick and Sammy was kind of boring, but other,
Trick Sammy was totally boring.
but
The
other
girls
than
were
that,
boring.
it's better than their typical backlash that they've been given.
It's also been better than their typical pay-per-views have been
Right.
recently, I would
Yeah,
say.
right.
And I can't...
I'm saying like a lower level type
Yeah.
pay per view, like a Backlash or a whatever. Like it's way better than their recent
Wow,
shit.
they keep the payroll low.
Well, I also can't disagree with their booking decisions on this show. I think they did all the right booking decisions on the show.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I can't hate on that at all. So you guys got to let us know what you thought of this show. So next week on the show, man, are you guys ready for this one, Hank?
Where's Braun Breaker going?
I don't know.
I mean, obviously he's done. Or do we see him fucking once a day?
We might see him and Seth have like a blow-off
Who's
gimmick
the other
match.
champ? Roman and
It's Cody. Cody's
right?
working Gunther. So I don't know.
That'll be really good.
Gunther and Cody.
Yeah, Gunther's great.
Yeah. So where does Braun go?
Next week on the show, we are watching Beyond the Mat wrestling documentary. Barry Blaustein passed away this week. He was the director of this wrestling documentary that came out back in
What are we
1999. It's called Beyond the Mat.
I remember back in the day.
They featured-
It'll be interesting to watch that again.
They featured ECW and WWF and Jake Roberts on the indies, and they followed around Terry Funk, Mick Foley, and Jake. This was like a really interesting behind-the-scenes look at pro wrestling.
Did I watch this like 20 years ago? Probably.
Yeah, and the director passed away this week of this,
I saw
and
that.
yeah, it's a really interesting watch. There's a lot of great ECW footage on this.
Yeah, because this was like an expose, fucking
All
like
right,
kind
something
of
a little
thing.
different here.
Yeah,
Yeah, totally. Yeah, so people, people didn't know, like, back then, like, everything that everybody knows everything now.
right.
People didn't know that everything is total work.
But the business was exposed, but not to like this extent.
Not the WWE Unreal
straight
level.
behind the scenes.
This is like real WWE Unreal. I mean, there's nothing in this is fake, right? And there's some parts.
Yeah, it's not choreographed fucking back scenes.
Right.
Fucking, it's back scene.
It's real shit. So
Hack ripping lines.
no,
everything.
you see Jake in this. I mean, you see Jake in this, and this is a different period of his life. He's smoking crack in this. Like there's some dark shit in this, dude, and it's a really interesting documentary and look at the business of pro wrestling. So he passed away this week, so we're gonna be watching this on the show next week. If you guys have never
Rest in peace.
If you guys have never seen the documentary, definitely make sure to check it out. Housekeeping. PWE 250 live on Saturday, June 20th. Come on out to the Bach Building in South Philadelphia for another great card from Pro Wrestling Entertainment. Cheeseburger, Julesy, Postgame have all been announced so far, and a ton of other big stars to come.
Poopy?
Poopy? I don't know if Poopy's is going to be there. Buy your ticket now. We'll be rocking out for America. If you guys are new to the pod from Chris Van Vliet's interview, make sure you check out our show archive. We've done 118 shows covering modern wrestling and Hack's historic career. And if you're just checking us out...
Just fast forward through the shit and just listen to me. The rest is irrelevant.
Wait till you hear about Simon Diamond.
Yeah, wait till you hear about Simon Diamond and his weight. And if you guys are just checking us out, let us know what you think of the show by leaving us a review, dropping us an email. We love to hear from the fans every
Yeah,
week.
right in.
I also have to call out, I know we asked on the show last week if anybody could help us identify two of the wrestlers that were on that fan cam show we watched
I saw,
from
yeah.
Ashbury Park.
I saw this.
We had a lot of people write in and tell us who those guys were. So the guy that teamed with Chris Chetty went by the name of Jimmy Shoulders.
Well, I don't know. That does not ring a bell at all.
Okay, so he trained with Chris
Jimmy Shoulders?
Jimmy Shoulders. He trained with Chris Candido, and for a short time, he was cloudy in the WWF, the manager of the Body Donnas after Sonny left. And the guy who wrestled Wayne Kanamura was Kevin Quinn. He was a Chicago guy who was kind of all over the place and mostly featured in Puerto Rico. So, thank you to all the fans out there.
Well, thank you.
The people identify these
Well,
wrestlers.
that's a Japanese versus Mexican guy, which is smart for Paul doing business like that.
For some international photos
course.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys out there who let us know. Listener questions, as always, sent into sandmanpod@gmail.com.
Easily my favorite part of the show.
Absolutely. Please leave us your name and a town. That's all that Hack ever asks for. Jason from Newfoundland, Canada writes in, finally...
I Newfoundland. Hey, wasn't this guy supposed to give me some information about the Templars at Oak Island?
you got to
You see the guy asked about Oak Island and the
It's
treasures?
possible.
It's right up there.
He said, finally, some hockey talk. Can't be playoff hockey or Hurricanes, apparently.
Oh, we
man.
Yeah, I told you guys though.
I was just
before
about to
about
say, yeah, we
sports.
love hockey, but fuck off
people
after
like
that one.
the sports talk, Hack. Listening to the pod with visions of Hack and his Floby giving himself a haircut in the kitchen.
Oh my God! We actually had a Floby when we lived on Sunset Boulevard.
What the fuck's
We
a Floby?
tried.
It was like a vacuum
Is that
haircut.
the hair
It's a
vacuum
vacuum
thing?
hair
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I think because Bev wanted Bev or something. Yeah, we tried a Floby, and you had to have. You couldn't have like thick hair. You know what I mean? You had to have like really like fine hair, but nah, it didn't work.
No, obviously.
You
looking
tried
at
on your
hairline. He broke it on your ass crack.
Yeah.
All right, maybe.
He said.
Who knows what I was trying with that thing?
He said JT Smith never got any props for the fan chant. You fucked up.
Why they started it because of him?
Yeah.
Dramatic pause as Hack remembers this. Now to heal this up, I'm a Cowboys fan, and Jerry fucking Jones makes me drink. The reason I'm a Cowboys fan is rather unique. I love J.R. Ewing on Dallas, just a straight up
All right,
cunt.
JR.
Big fan. Also a big fan of Vampiro as a wrestler and his high spot shooter interview. Zero fucks given. Marked out seeing a pic of the two 13-lettered legends together, Hack Fullington and Ian Hodgkins. Weird thing I noticed. Peace out, Hack. The test tube babies and the man that holds it all together like bacon on a BLT, Brian W. Tosh.
Thanks, Jason.
That's a good email.
was a
Bacon
good
on a
email.
BLT. That sounds like a 1920s freaking reference.
John from Clark Summit, PA writes in,
Summit what?
Clark Summit, PA.
Where the hell is that?
You say this every time and he mentions this in the email.
Uh,
Hey, Tosh, you parasite. Also,
Oh, Tosh always gets heat. Like,
what did I do to deserve this?
Residual heat.
Yes. Also, what's
it's
up?
catching on.
What's up to the Hack family? Might have been the last episode where Hack described the distance between two places as a par 5. As a kid who grew up on golf courses, working at a country club as a caddy, then later in the clubhouse, that really hits home, and it's been inserted into my vocabulary.
Nice.
Nice.
Also, props on that last
Yeah,
match.
it's like a par 5 away.
I know people get that. You know what I mean? People don't. I don't say it to freaking people that are totally freaking clueless for golf.
Also, props on that last match. It really was amazing. You did a great job. I met Joey a very long time ago, and even back then, he was a really smart guy who wanted to make sure what he did looked good for the promotion and the fans. Sending love from the place you can't figure out where it is, Clark Summit, PA. Named after...
Oh, that's what he just said.
Yes! He's written in before every time. You have no idea where this is.
No, it just sounds so stupid. I never heard of it.
Named after Deacon William Clark. Okay. Dan G, No Town, writes in, recently WWE kicked off SummerSlam 2026 ticket sales with a Rotunda appearance featuring LA Knight at the Mall of America. What would it...
Wait a minute. What's going on? Say this one again.
So they're doing SummerSlam at Minneapolis,
Right.
and I guess they did an event at the Mall of America there, which is the largest mall in America.
Hack will be there at
WrestleCon?
SummerSlam. WrestleCon.
Yeah, I
SummerSlam.
booked it today. Me and Francine.
Okay. and it'll be featuring LA Knight they had at the Mall of America. And he said, "What would
It's the largest. It was the largest mall in America back in the day.
it still is? It still is.
So yeah, it's kind of like an amusement park on the inside.
Yes,
of the fucking
King
place.
of Prussia is number 2. And he said, "What would it take for a hardcore and extreme takeover of Mall of America to the extent of Sandman pouring a beer from the 4th floor to Rotunda below? TKO WWE ain't shit. To have Enter Sandman boom 4 Mall of America levels down, only to give Tommy Dreamer a double take. Who kicks Raven's ass? We both do. Mall of America can do better than bland LA Knight crap." Well, I like LA Knight, but okay.
I mean, he's over as fuck.
He's over, so I guess you didn't enjoy him.
But I mean, seeing Hack pour a beer down 4 stories would be pretty legit
I've
too.
been there. We ate some. Me, Guido. I forget who we were there once. ECW.
Did you eat at Hulk Hogan's spaghetti shop?
No, I wasn't there yet.
Okay. Johnny
It was
from
in the mid-90s.
Johnny from San Antonio writes in.
Johnny.
Yo, Hack voice. What's good, retirement James B. Dubs and Los Hermanos Fullington?
Brothers.
Romano's a brother.
Hermanos. Hermanos.
I want to give Hack his beer ball on what some would argue.
Beer ball, yes.
On what some would argue was a successfully mediocre career.
Wow! I hate your beer ball fucking reference now, bitch.
5 decades with the sport of professional wrestling, the Sandman never met a mat his shoulders didn't like.
That's a fucking hell of a way to put that.
Funny shit.
Great.
Or ring lights he wouldn't stare at. Congrats on influencing dozens of impressionable little boys, me included, to a life of booze, packs of smokes, and drugs from the A to the Z. Cheeky voice. I went to New York for
Cheeky voice.
He went to New York for a cup of coffee and was only given his walking papers for influencing John Cena's debaucherous behavior, much to the chagrin of one Ricky the Bobby Steamboat, or whatever the fuck his name is Hack gave him. Had Hack gone to New York in '98 instead of down to WCW, I don't doubt that he would have been tag champs with Too Cold in the Job Squad faction, and he would have mopped the Brawl for All and got to take on Butterbean in Philly at Mania 15.
He'd have beat the shit out of me.
I think he would have done a quicker job than Bart Gunn did. Also, who had my boy go out on his last match with Kendra Luss in the goddamn Public Defender 8s? The Divorce Dad 12s, the Supervised Visitation 9s, the Yacht Rock 4s. The Sandman's known for plus 1,000 aura, goes out to take the Invisible Man with negative aura. Bad lucks from the Jump Street. All right, listen, Johnny.
I didn't get the last like 15 seconds.
He's
of that.
talking about the kicks you were rocking in there. We tried. We had a guy who had...
He brought size 12s, but my 1 foot's a 12 and a half, and my 1 foot's a 12.
He's
so
not
I
even
couldn't
joking
wear it.
about that.
We
either.
had the kamikazes. Thanks to somebody who reached out to us, we were going to rock the kamikazes in the match, but unfortunately, Hack's wide foot was unable to accommodate
Dude, he
them.
put them on and he tried and he tried and he was like, dude, I
wanted to wear it
I
because it
know
would
he
look
did.
cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's
He
why.
was trying to, but
Instead, I wore my $10 fucking tennis shoes from fucking.
Well, that's why he called him the Divorce Dad 12.
Oh, is that what they are?
The Supervised Visitation 9s. The
Yeah,
Yacht
they were
Rock 4s.
$10 at DSW in the clearance rack at DSW, $10.
Okay, so those are the DSW 10s. That's what we'll call
I
them.
wear them now. I actually wore them in the airport like going to Boston
Okay.
the week before. It's my new outfit I got going to the airport. Them white sneaks.
his one outfit.
It's my these pants are part of my new airport outfit too. It's the white shoes, this, and
Pajama
then I have a shirt that's this color, and my jacket that is that color.
He said, all BS aside, congrats on the influential career. Sandman's influence is still being seen in major feds till this day. I'm glad I was able to give you flowers in person. I've said it and I mean it. It wasn't Austin drinking beer on TV that made me want to crack cold ones. It was the Sandman and the Budweiser styled Sandman tea in '98 that influenced me to smoke and drink. Now my question. Hack said on the last episode that you gotta bring it when swinging the chair. Out of all the promotions you worked in over the years, who hit you hardest with a chair? And have you ever been knocked out on your feet from a chair shot?
No, not knocked out on my feet, but balls could bring it. But I
Balls?
told him to bring it.
You wanted that.
Yeah. He could swing that motherfucker.
Yeah, well, R.I.P. Balls. He said, I won't wait so long writing in next time.
Yeah, but he knows that. You have to understand something, too. When you hit somebody, you got to hit them right, because if you, like... If
you hit him with the back?
Or if you hit him, not the back.
No, the part that, like, your back sits on
that
the chair.
that thing will cut you. But then if you hit him too low by where you hold it by the feet, that's stiff as shit too, right there.
Yeah.
So you want to hit it where the chair like folds down. You want to hit it right there. So like if he wanted to, he could follow through and then just leave it hanging
And wrap it
like a necklace.
Yeah.
I won't wait so long writing in next time. I've been listening and lurking in the shadows now.
Yeah, we were wondering what happened, dude.
Now cut my fucking email. Wow, some Shane Douglas there.
Fucking thanks for
Yeah,
writing, Johnny.
I didn't get it because his rendition was horrible.
Liam
That was horrible.
Liam from Cumbrawn, Wales, in the UK.
All right,
writes in,
nice.
Yo guys,
From Wales, hey, are you a Viking?
Yo guys, hope you're all well. I've been recently bitten by the wrestling trading card bug, and of course one of my PCs is any card of hacks, especially the autograph ones. I've got a sweet collection coming along too. Just wanted to know that, do you enjoy getting to sign all of these cards that Top has putting out, or is it a ball ache for you? How long does it usually take to get them all signed?
I don't know, but they paid me for anything that I got, so I don't mind signing them, because whatever they're paying me, it takes me literally like 2 seconds to sign each one. So,
But I saw you had cards out. There was months ago. You had a big box.
dude,
full of them.
I have a ton. I might have like 10 different cards upstairs. I was telling Ty I want to put all of them together, and like Fonzie would do. Fonzie would do like presentation. You put them all, like you get 10 of them, you sign them. You know what I mean? And
Because there's a Topps card, there's a this card, there's a this
a
card, there's a this card.
WCW card. There's like all kinds.
Everybody buys them individually, but our thought is to put all of them together and buy them as like a pack.
That'd be pretty cool.
Because then you would be...
I've never seen anybody do that.
Yeah, that'd be
before.
pretty cool.
So then you
I
would
think
be
you get
one
some
of
money
the...
for
Like,
that.
yeah, you might have... Like, you might be fanned and have one of the cards, or maybe even two, or whatever, but like, to have the whole set, like, that's like a super limited edition type of thing to have. So.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Presentation.
I see a lot of people like really enjoy the like opening packs and stuff. It's like it's
It's a new thing now, yeah.
it's a thing that got big during the pandemic. Like
Yeah, they
the
like
trading card
videotape
things.
themselves opening it, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, I got hacked. Fuck.
Yeah, and then they throw it away.
Throw it
usually.
away, yeah.
That's funny.
Darren from Grimsby in the UK writes in.
Darren.
Hello, everyone from jolly old England. Hope you're all doing well. I have a two-part question this week for everyone about ECW Eastern Championship Wrestling. Does Hack have any backstage stories from that time frame? So this is
Dude, I was so young. Yeah, no. Because
yeah.
I was, I
We're
was just.
partying yet?
Well, I don't know when I first learned what kayfabe was back in when it was Eastern. We were working at Norristown Ford up on 363 there, and I walked into the locker room, and the locker room was like in the sales office. You know what I mean? Because it's in a car place.
How early into your career is this?
This is like my second match ever.
Oh, so this is TWA days. This is before Eastern Championship Wrestling. But go on.
Oh, wait a minute. I thought Eastern was the first thing.
No, you were Tri-State Wrestling with Joel Goodhart, and then it came to become ECW.
Yeah. All right, so I got none.
Well, no, go tell the story. You're talking about go tell the story.
363. You're out on 363.
So I learned what kayfabe was. Freaking. So I open up the door to walk into the locker room, and it's taken up. There's so many people there, but I got the door open. And the Pitbulls, which I had never met before, they had just come back from Japan and Hot Body's yelling, kayfabe, kayfabe. And I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is this dude saying? And he keeps yelling, kayfabe, kayfabe, and he's getting pissed. But I didn't know what the fuck he wanted, and then somebody like grabbed the door and shut it.
Wow. So that's where you're already in the business.
And
you
they're
don't
like,
know
yo,
that-
dude, kayfabe.
Yes,
You're like,
my fucking guy that trained me did not tell me what kayfabe was.
That's so weird. Wow. All right.
Told you, he told me moves. That was it. Nothing else.
Ju-
But maybe that was the well. he's teaching you the moves, and maybe you got to prove yourself before he's going to teach you anything else. I can only assume that
you got to learn
because it was old school. He was a totally old school Larry.
Like there's stages.
Yeah. Prove yourself first.
You gotta
but
earn
he's not going to stretch. He wasn't one of the guys because a lot of people would take your money and stretch you and hope you quit.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's how it was. A lot of places.
They would hope you wouldn't come back for the next week.
Exactly.
And then if you
just
did,
take all your money and just stretch you. And then if you come back, they stretch you again. You come back, they stretch you again, and then maybe after fucking a month or so, then they'll start fucking training you a little bit.
That's how much you wanted it.
Yeah.
He also said, as someone who's only got to watch ECW from the Extreme era, as it was first shown here in '98, is there any matches from the Eastern Championship Wrestling era that you would recommend to new viewers? So, I guess before Shane threw down the belt.
Collar match?
Well, that's in '95. So that's after Shane threw down the belt. So this would be
Tosh, you probably have a better chance of giving a match than him.
I don't know, man. I'd have to think about it too. I mean, there's a lot of this stuff.
I know. Going back,
Eddie and Dean?
That was in '95. That was after it was that Extreme Championship Wrestling. I'd have to think about this one, Darren. So we'll get back to you on that. Alec from Chambersburg, PA writes in,
where the hell is Chambersburg, PA?
When did you first meet Tommy Dreamer, and how long was it until you guys became great friends? So, when did you first meet Tommy, Hack?
He was Paulie's dude, so probably shortly after, I don't know, he might have been there at Valley Forge Military Academy that night when Paul told me to break the surfboard over my head. But I don't remember. But once we did a program together, that's what happens a lot. Like, you can have a guy fucking maybe that, like, at first that you don't even like, but once you do a program with him, and then you end up being really good friends or total enemies.
It's one or the other.
Yeah. Well, we were, depending on what expectations somebody was expecting out of whatever your feud's going to be. But me and him weren't expecting anything because we were green, just growing together.
And
you're either Tommy Dreamer Raven or Cactus and Shane Douglas to Hack.
Pretty much, I guess. Yeah. But I mean, you and Tommy though. I mean, it was so that program was so like. That was the launching point for you guys. I mean, you had the stuff with Tommy Cairo. You had already had the belt and everything in ECW, but that program with Dreamer, like, really for both of you guys.
I get all working up to the blind angle and the 10 lashes. Freaking it was great shit.
And as far as like your friendship and everything with Tommy over the years, I mean, he's just been like just a stand-up guy, just a really
like him and Bubba,
just good dude to you.
Guys,
And Tommy, obviously, man, still working in pro wrestling to this day.
Well, you saw Tommy. Where were you at?
Kowloon up in
Boston or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, just really nice.
What is Dreamer doing now?
He
books TNA.
Booking TNA. He's heavily involved with them. He also said, "How did you get the name Hack?" I feel like we get this in the email all the time.
Older brother, when I was 5 years old, just made it up.
Boom. There you go. Drummy from Bryan Street Tavern writes in. We haven't heard from Drummy in a bit.
Yeah, he's probably shit-faced.
Well, here we go. Yo, boys, happy Wet Puss Wednesday. He always says that. Been a while, I apologize. I've been getting the tavern ready for the PGA coming into town.
Makes sense.
My insiders are telling me this could be a big week. I don't know. He said he's from the area, I guess. So he's.
Well, the PGA's in Newtown Square.
Yeah, I know. He must be either Newtown Square. He's got the tavern though over in Bryan Street. He said
location unknown.
He said, "What were your thoughts working with early morning Guy Steele? He was actually in the tavern last week. It was great to see him."
Dude, I couldn't look at him. He just looked so queer. I just couldn't look at him.
Kayfabe. Just keep yelling that at you now. We'll keep that kayfabe there.
He's a great dude. I follow him on Twitter. Go follow him on Twitter. He's a good follow.
I think I saw him getting topped off on Twitter the other day.
He's heading back to the oil rig.
Is that what they're calling it?
To the oil
Is that what they're calling it now?
Yeah. The oil rig.
Getting topped off, going back to the oil rig.
We hit a gusher. Also,
that's funny.
Let me get a winner from everyone for the tournament. Pretty good podcast so far.
Tosh!
Not for the NXT tournament. I think he's talking PGA.
Oh, fuck.
I was gonna say poopies.
I don't know who's going to win peace. I'll just take Scotty. I have no idea.
I'm taking Xander Schauffele.
Okay.
Oxy Batia.
Oh, Batia. Okay, Hack, you got a golf winner?
Usually I do, but I just don't even care. There's nobody that I'm even excited about in golf
You're not.
right now. It's a
You're
joke.
out. You're out on golf.
Well, I'm not out on it, but
As long as Tiger's still driving in the fucking trees.
He just got out of rehab. He's back on U.S. soil.
Already?
Yeah, he's back.
That was quick.
seriously
Yeah, he touched
already.
down. His private jet touched down. He had 40 days over in Switzerland.
I was gonna say, what was
Yeah.
that, 3 weeks?
No, he's clean now, man.
What'd they
He's
do?
doing
Give
good.
him fucking
Hypnosis?
What'd they do? Give him European hookers over
No,
there?
he got-
Fucking cure him?
I'm back!
I'm sure they got a
I
Perkins over
thought
there.
he was going to be gone for like 6 months just to rehab his fucking image.
Well, he's back, baby.
Well, you saw they got
He's Tiger fucking Woods.
you saw the prosecutors were able to get a hold of like all his like list of prescriptions and shit like that. His doctor's probably fucked.
Well,
Did we see what? Do we know what it is?
Not yet, but
They'll probably suppress that.
Well, we'll see. I mean,
Yeah, who's writing him whatever he wants. See,
right. That's what I'm saying. They got.
that's why I went to 3 different ones. I just figured he had like 5 different doctors.
maybe he does, but
Yeah,
I mean,
but if you're Tiger Woods, are you trusting 5 different? You know what I'm saying? Like he's probably got a
Keep your
guy.
shit. I don't
for-
know, but if you're a druggie, you're a druggie.
just don't be driving. I mean, that's the
know.
biggest thing. Is
Dude,
you
how
just-
can you not have
you're
a
Tiger
driver
Woods. How do you not
on
have a
demand?
driver?
Yeah,
wherever
personal
you are?
driver.
yeah, I just don't get behind the wheel if you're doing anything, man. Like it's
Live in my car. That's where you live.
Yeah, literally.
yes.
Literally.
12-hour shifts. 2 guys. 12-hour shifts.
Yeah,
know,
like
it's
literally, don't leave the seat.
It's not that hard. It really isn't. It's not like
Literally.
it's not
so
a,
ridiculous.
It's not a financial thing because
It
obviously
is utterly fucking ridiculous.
right.
Yeah.
And just don't be out there driving, guys, if you're doing anything. But Hack, before we go, next week on the show, Beyond the Mat documentary from 1999. You got a cane of the week or a toast of the week this week?
Nah, I had something, but Gunk left. I was going to use him in his wrestling school. He's been there for 2 weeks, so
Yeah.
everybody will tune in next week. So Gunk will have 3 weeks in at the wrestling school by
I heard
next week.
he got poked in the eye. He was complaining about it the other day.
Hey, when you're
He act-
bobbing instead of weaving.
Well, he actually texted.
Sideshow bobbing
Let's see if he
instead of
listens
weaving.
to this too, because he actually texted me the other day. Because I was telling him when he first started doing it, I was like, "Man, I mean, good luck, dude. I just, be careful out there. Like you got a day job. I
He
don't want you
asked me
getting
if I
hurt."
wanted to go train with him there.
And I was like, and then he texted me the one day. He's like, "I broke my foot last night." I was like, "Motherfucker, are you serious? Are you all right?" He's like, "Nah, I got you." I'm like, "You piece of shit, Gunk."
have Ty train me. That might as well be like Embiid as often as he gets injured.
Hey, I saw him take
I have
bumps on
one
the floor
small
over
injury,
here.
and he's fucking.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he's Embiid now.
No, he's not Embiid. No, he's not.
No, more like fucking nothing. Peace.
Ain't it foggy outside?